Alright. Just putting my phone down. Hey there, everybody. Big Malcolm here. And this video is for primarily my buddy Retta. And this is how to play the two standard guitar scales. So a little while ago, one of my buddies at work asked me, Malcolm, I want to learn how to play guitar, but I don't really know how to play scales. Can you teach me how to? So, yeah, of course. I love teaching people how to play music and stuff. So, yeah. So, first of all, what you need to do is that you should have your strap uh, nice and ready before you go live on YouTube and make an ass out of yourself. Uh, I'm sorry, folks. There. There. Now, first of all, you need to know what the standard tuning for the guitar is. And going from the lowest string to the highest string is going to be E, A, D, G, B, and E. I'm looking at myself while I'm doing that. And they should sound a bit like this. That's E. That's A. That's D. That's G. We love G strings. B. And E. Now, if you have a smartphone, there are a bunch of apps where you can download a little tuner onto your phone and you can tune your guitar. So, yeah, you can do that, or you can go out and buy yourself a little chromatic tuner. They're not that much. So, yeah. And, yeah. So, once again, now, if you need to tune your guitar right now, get out whatever tuner you have, and let's tune it right now. I'll play the notes for you a few times. E, lowest string. Okay. Then A, second lowest string. Now, D, the third lowest string. G, the third highest string. B, the second highest string. And E, the highest string. Okay, so so first of all, let me clarify something. Yes, low power mode. So yes, I do realize we have two E strings just then. What happened was that while the ancient Greeks, or whoever decided to make the scale, realized, and I'm just repeating what my music teacher taught me, whoever invented the guitar tuning realized that after a while, one of the guitar strings is actually tuned to a accidental. An accidental. An accidental means a sharp and or a flat note. So they changed it So the tuning went from that tuning to E, A, D, G, B, E. So, with that out of the way, now let's get to playing the scales. Now, I'm going to show you how to play the scales on one string, because that's all you should worry about at first, is playing it on one string. Then once you get used to that, you can start going across the fretboard. So, first of all, the first string, E. So, before we jump into scales, I need to explain two things: half steps and whole steps. A half step is when you go from one note right to the note right next to it. So, if I'm playing the open string, I'm going to go from open E, the low string, straight to the first fret. Or the first fret straight to the second fret. Okay, that's a half step. Then there is whole steps. Whole steps are when you go from one note and you jump over the note right next to it to go to the next note. So instead of going 1 to 2 to 3, you go straight from 1 to 3. I hope I didn't mess that up too much. So yeah, so let me show you. So instead of going from the open string to the first fret, we're going to go from the open string to the second fret. So this is a whole open, second. That's a whole step. So what we're doing is that we're jumping over the first fret to go straight to the second fret. That's a whole step. We're skipping the note that comes right after the open note to go to the next note. Scales are comprised out of various half steps and whole steps. So, first, let's play a major scale for you. So, this is going to be on the E string, the lowest string. We're going to go open, then a whole step to the second fret, a whole step to the fourth fret, half step to the fifth fret, whole step to the seventh fret, whole step to the ninth fret, whole step to the 11th fret, and a whole step to the 12th fret. That last note, the 12th fret, that's what we call an octave. This, the open string, that's the first E. The 12th fret, that's next E, that's the next highest E. So it will go E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, B, C sharp, D sharp, E. Now, you can do that whole step, half step thing on each and every string. So one more time. This is the major scale. Open string, second fret, fourth fret, fifth fret, seventh fret, ninth fret, 11th fret, 12th fret. And if you want to, you can reverse that to go back down. That's how a lot of people practice. So, now the minor scale. So Malcolm, why are there major and minor scales? Well, that we don't really know. I will tell you this though. The major scales, they sound more happy and more triumphant. The minor scales sound darker and more depressing or sad. So if you want to write something that's like celebratory or religious or something like that, you're in a really good mood, you're going to write a major scale song, most likely. I mean, you can do it in minor if you want. But if you want to be really dark, depressing, goth, black metal, you're most likely going to do it in a minor scale. So now let's do minor scales. That's going to be like this. So, going to start off on the open string, and once again, this is minor scale. Going to start off on the open string. Then we're going to take a whole step to the second fret. Now we're going to take a half step to the third fret, whole step to the fifth fret, whole step to the seventh fret, whole step to the ninth fret, half step to the 10th fret, whole step to the 12th fret. I'm sorry, I think I may have called between the 9th and 10th fret a whole step. It's a half step. I'm sorry if I messed up. Okay, so one more time, let's go over that again. Open string, whole step to the second fret, half step to the third fret, whole step to the fifth fret, whole step to the seventh fret, whole step to the ninth fret, half step to the 10th fret, and whole step to the 12th fret, the octave. So, there you go. Those are the two basic scales there are. And that's how you play them with the guitar. Now, you can practice that on any string, and once you get better, you can stop just doing it on open and start practicing the beginning notes on any of the frets and just using that whole formula, you know. And so, yeah. And once you get better, you can start doing it across the fretboard, so you don't have to do it on just one string. You can go. Yeah, or whatever. I think I messed up just then, but whatever. So yeah. So I hope this has been helpful for you. And then once you get really good, you can start using some distortion as well. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, and with that being said, there's nothing much else to say except for Spig Malcolm signing out, saying peace out, everybody.